Welcome, you guys, to podcast YouTube time with Madison Christine, free of coffee and tea at this moment. Again, I come to you guys with whatever is really wanting to channel through. And what's been running through lately, of course, is this pressure cooker we all know that we're in, pre-election on Tuesday. And there is so much kicked up, as I've said many times, so much kicked up right now. I'm imagining it's like most of us are probably feeling a sort of unrest, this anxiety, we got COVID in the mix, the rise of that, it's just all rising. We have full moon. I mean, it's kind of hysterical on the way perspective of like how much is up right now. And I'm imagining it's really affecting everyone on some level if we're being honest with ourselves. So I would love to offer conversation perspective around how we relate to chaos. How do you relate to chaos? How do you relate to this unknown that's going on? And how do you relate to pain? This is bringing up a lot of pain, a lot of fear. How do you relate to fear? A lot of questions I'm throwing at you, but they're really important questions, I believe, if one is interested in this whole experience of evolution. So I can say when I tap in to spirit, to my gut, in truth, I am definitely developing a relationship to this chaos through grounding, through an appreciation of evolution in my life. It's contacting me to the warrior within. I want to ask you, think of may not like this question, but it might really support you. What was it like for you to go through your hardest time in your life? And did you get through it? If you're here watching this, you did. We're going to get through this, you guys, and we are getting through it. And I know in my world, some of the most hardest times, I ended up building self-respect for getting through them. I ended up evolving and expanding in who I am in my consciousness. I know that when I look back on the hardest times, it created a whole new powerful being in me. And I thank those times for that reason. I have more love in my heart, more compassion, more empathy, and more of a depth and an ability to relate to you, to myself, to everything in my life. I have less judgment. There's a refiner in pain, a refiner in the unknown that works on us when we allow it. And so my encouragement is to look how you're going to be that pilot, co-pilot in this situation. We have a choice, you guys. If you believe this, and I know this, we are vibration. We are energy. So if we feed into the discord and we feed into the chaos, then that takes us on a walk, or takes us, and drags us into more and more and more chaos. Or we have the choice of taking the wheel, taking charge, and saying, hey, chaos, I want to get to know you, but I'm going to be in charge here. I see you, I recognize you. And I realize I have power. Let's summon our power back, you guys. Because why is our planet in disarray like this? And I'm not here to fight opinions or anything. I'm just processing something from a channel. Why are we in chaos anyway? There's so much victimhood on this planet. Why is Trump our president? Let's take more responsibility. Now, I'm not saying don't be pissed off and enraged at what you see. I mean, come on, it's fucking disgusting. But I do want to say we can spend all our time ratting on them, or we can actually go, hey, how can I summon my power back and love my life no matter what is going on outside of me? Because when we do this with ourselves, you guys, and I know I've said this a lot, but it's really important. The more we summon our power back is how the vibration on this planet strengthens and it brings more peace and more love and more creation. That's what our planet is calling on. So if we're all freaking out, it's like the violent victim. I remember a lifeguarding class and learning about that. And when you have a victim who's going crazy, you have to come around them in a different way so you don't die with them. I find that extremely profound in life and our relationship to others, in chaos and pain. There's a way to relate to it, right? So in my eyes, I find this, though it's really ugly right now, systems have to break. They're not working. When I say systems, we're talking every system. Corporations, we're talking school systems, we're talking religion, we're talking, you name it with me, right? All these systems that haven't been honoring the soul, the truth, right? So the good news is those structures need to break down in order to create a new way. And how do we do that? We access our heart, we summon in our strength, we summon back our power, right? So what in your life, how do you connect and relate to chaos? If you have kids and they're in chaos, how do you relate to that? How we relate to others, and I've talked about this too, is how we will relate to our own chaos, right? And I know for me, I've really learned to deepen with chaos and to find my power and strength in a way that I know I can get through anything. Facing death has been a great gift for me. Facing those deep terrors. What is it for you? We all have it. We're human. It's not weak, you guys, to feel scared. It's not weak. It's all about an opportunity to take its hand. Take charge as you would your own child. And if you don't have a child, the one you imagine in yourself, right? So what and how can you bring peace to yourself this week? And remember that as we do that with ourselves, it energetically affects the planet. That is so powerful, right? So powerful. Because the problem is the disempowerment. So let's summon our power back. Whatever that means to you. For me, it's bringing back my strength, my peace, and knowing that all is well no matter what. All is well no matter what. That is totally not a bypass. That is a truth in spirit that I know. I don't just believe it, I know it because I've been through it enough. And those of you warriors listening to this who have been through your own dark nights of the soul, not just dark night, but dark nights, and whatever, whether it's been with your body, with the relationship to other, whatever it's been that's brought up the deepest abandonment, pains, whatever it is, right? Summon that strength that you used to get through that. So, and the beauty is the flip side is just, at least in my world, it creates a more and more beautiful garden. It just does. So let's just take deep breaths, right? Take deep breaths, really summon as well that sorcerer inside of us, because that exists. That here on us does exist. It's a for real thing. But that means being able to be with the fear, be with the chaos, and get conscious, right? So how are you going to choose to face the chaos in a more conscious way? How are you going to choose to bring more peace to your body this week? How are you going to choose to be in your power? And remember that no matter who gets president, no matter who gets elected, no matter what, you know, it doesn't sound like so cheeseball, but let's vote for ourselves, you guys, and that strength in us. Because giving power out just puts more chaos into the world. It's just like throwing ingredients that are disgusting and nasty. It just doesn't help. So that's the message coming through today. I hope that serves whoever's watching. And if not, thank you for being here anyway. And I just wish you as much peace this next week within your own being, in your intimate connections. A time to just get closer. And whatever it is in your world that brings peace to you, that honor to yourself, that brings dignity, We get to build this in ourselves, you guys, and it's really an amazing, beautiful, delicious thing. So I say cheers to you from No Cup. Love you all so, so much. Thank you so much for listening. You take care. Meet you on the flip.